All right, folks, today is the 17th of August. It's a Sunday, 2025. Out here in my garage, getting ready to start back in on the Corvette project. Finally got the engine out of it yesterday and made an interesting discovery. So this is the original engine. Came in this car. There's the VIN number right there. Got it out of the car and took the heads off and discovered that this is a flat tappet cam engine in a flat tappet block. It's not even set up for a roller. It does have these bosses here, but these are not the correct bosses for the roller lifter spider. There would be 3 if that was the case. The lifter valley's not machined for the dog bone or anything like that. It's just a standard 350 2-bolt main 350 block. This casting number indicated that it was used from 86 to 94 in all applications. And it's got dished pistons in it. I was really shocked to make that discovery. There is no ridge in the bore in this block. It doesn't appear to have a lot of wear. It's only got 92,000 miles on it. Of course, it does have some surface rust from where it had coolant in it. When I took the heads off, I discovered that nearly all of the head bolts were pretty much loose. Tighter than finger tight, but loose enough that I could take them loose with a 3/8 drive ratchet. Wasn't a big deal. So, and it appeared that somebody had been into this engine before because it had aftermarket intake and head gaskets. And I think the head gaskets were not the correct gaskets for the aluminum head application. So that's probably why it failed eventually. There's the 700 R4 out of the car. When I took this apart, I decided to take the transmission out first from the bottom, and then I took the engine out from the top. I don't know, I might get it down off of the lift today and roll it outside and start cleaning the engine bay. I'll have to play musical vehicles for 20 minutes before I can do anything, though. I got too much stuff scattered around here. Anyway, there's the aluminum heads that were on it, intake. Got my work cut out for me. Well, I think that's about all for today's update. I'll post another video in a week or two after I get some stuff cleaned up and start putting it back together. Thanks for watching. So I thought I'd just go ahead and make a little short follow-up to this video. After I screened it before I was going to post it, I realized I didn't really put as much information in it as I wanted to. But anyway, initially when I took this engine apart, I immediately assumed that this was a replacement engine, or at least a replacement short block. This is the first time that I've had an early L98 apart, and I just didn't realize that that they actually made a dish piston L98 engine with a flat tappet cam. I thought they all had roller camshafts, and I just assumed that they all had flat top pistons in them. I've had several Crossfire engines apart. The 84 Crossfire 350 had flat top pistons with only 2 valve reliefs in it. I don't think the cylinder heads were particularly special on those engines, but they definitely had unique pistons in them. And I have had some later model L98s apart that were roller cam engines that had flat top pistons with 4 valve reliefs, which is a lot more common. But anyway, this really surprised me when I got into it. And so I did a little bit of research and found out that there's actually not a whole lot of information available, and there's a lot of conflicting information available about these engines. But basically what I think I have discovered is that the 85 and the 86 L98 were considered a Generation 1 L98, and then from 87 to 91 they called it a Generation 2. But I'm still not 100% convinced of that, because I have found some information that suggested that some of the early L98s did have flat top pistons in them. So I don't know what to think. Anyway, so this is what I found. Learn something every day. Thanks for watching.